everyone. I just would like to start off by saying something that stood out to me tonight that people kept saying to me was, tell your story. And for me, I felt that that was very powerful, given where I've come from and the things that I have gone through. I first learned of parents as teachers in the year 2016. I was pregnant with my first child. I had just left an abusive relationship. I moved in with my mother, and then eventually I moved into a homeless shelter for pregnant women and children. That's when I met Amina. I was the first time mother. I did not have a support system. I didn't have anyone to go to and ask questions. What can I expect throughout this pregnancy? What can I expect during delivery? I didn't have anyone, any family members. I didn't have any friends. So I just feel so very grateful and blessed to have been introduced to parents as teachers through my parent educator, Amina, who's right here. So during this time, I worked hard. I worked full-time at a fast food restaurant, and I eventually left the shelter and I moved into my very first apartment. I was providing for myself, my daughter. I was completely alone. I didn't have anyone else to help me. It was one of the toughest times, in my life. Those 2 years from when my daughter was first born, all the way up to 2 years old. I wasn't making nearly enough. I had utilities, I had rent, I had her to take care of, and so there were times where I did not have money to buy Pampers or wipes, or I didn't have clothing for her for the fall or winter time, or I just needed someone to talk to, and I would call Amina, I would call her and explain to her what was going on, and she would give me encouragement. And through her words, I gained motivation. I also got the things I needed for my daughter, and that right there to me it really helped me so much. And honestly, if I didn't receive that help through parents as teachers, I don't know where I would have received it. I would have just been without, and so with my daughter. So I'm just very grateful, and I'm also very humbled for that. One thing that I'm very grateful for would be the information that I received. I received a lot of information on how I should raise my child, as far as, what the things I was struggling with as a parent. There were times where I just felt really down on myself as a mother. I didn't know what to do. My daughter reached the terrible 2 stages, and I don't know if any of you guys have children, but that's the worst stage possible. It's very exhausting, and I was just losing my mind. And so, I just needed tips and some encouragement, and I received that through parents as teachers. And so, you guys saved me. There was a time from 2016 up until 2018 where I experienced something very traumatizing, and Miss Amina was right by my side. I really needed that emotional support. Thank you. I really needed encouragement, and Amina will always say to me, "You're doing great, Mama." Or could you say it in your voice?
I would say, say, "You're doing great, Mama. Come on, you're doing great."
And that would make me feel so good. Like, that really motivated me, and it just made me push even harder to just keep going. And it just made me feel great about myself. And it made me a better parent, made me a better person. And I've just grown so much throughout these years. I'm just grateful for the unconditional love I've received, the valuable lessons, and the support. And I would honestly like to say that because I've worked with parents as teachers for so long, it has put me in a place where I am today. I am now a junior in college. I go to the University of Missouri, St. Louis. I'm more stable, I'm more confident, I feel more empowered within myself, and I feel as if I can conquer the world, I can do great things. So I just want to say thank you guys. You guys are doing a great job, and I don't think you know your value. Like, you're so valued because of the impact that you're, making in the lives of so many other young mothers like myself. So thank you for that.